There's a really big price range for flood insurance, anywhere from $400 for a preferred risk policy to upwards of $10,000 for a much higher risk policy. Now, the single most important factor to consider when you're pricing flood insurance involves just a little bit of math. It's the difference between the elevation of the lowest finished floor in the house and the base flood elevation for your area. Now, let's talk about that first one. The elevation of the lowest finished floor in the house is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You find the lowest floor that's finished, the basement, the first floor, and whatever elevation that is the elevation of the lowest finished floor. Now, the base flood elevation is the elevation of a flood that has a 1% chance of happening in any given year for the area that your home is located in. Now, let's take a look at how those two interact. If the elevation of the lowest finished floor is above the base flood elevation, then the risk of flood damage is pretty low, and you're going to probably qualify for some pretty competitive rates for flood insurance. However, if the elevation of the lowest finished floor is below the base flood elevation, then the chances of damage are going to be pretty high, and you're going to have much higher rates for flood insurance. Now, that's just one factor, albeit the most important among many. Some of the other factors that are considered in pricing flood insurance are things like whether it's a primary or non-primary residence, the age of the home, the number of floors that the home has, the type of foundation it has, as well as any changes that have been made to the home to help mitigate any flood damage.